statement?
Sure. It's a heartbreaker in my eyes because defensively we did a lot of things right. You know, we worked so hard coming off a Siena game where we did not play our best to fix the things that we do wrong. We took a lot of pride in rebounding and limiting second chance opportunities tonight. We held them to 1 O board, you know, or 2 O boards. And we took a lot of pride in taking care of the basketball. And we only have 9 turnovers. And then we could not buy a shot tonight. Could not buy a bucket. I mean, layups were rattling in and out. Wide open threes that we hit in our sleep after great shoot-arounds and practice the last couple days just weren't falling. So, man, this stings a little bit because had we hit just a few more shots, really been focused on that finish, would have been right there. But Iona's a good team and they're great competitors, so they really didn't allow us to get comfortable, and that hurt us in the long run.
Yeah, definitely a tough loss. How do you think the absence of the Caitlin Abella affected the outcome of the game today?
Well, I think she definitely could have helped us behind the arc, certainly. You know, any team that shoots 3 for 27 is in dire need of maybe a shooter that could come in and hit some shots for us. So it did hurt us having her not be able to play, but I know she'll be ready to go for Arizona.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Adacia, how demoralizing is it when you're on defense playing, like Coach said, good defense for like 28, 29 seconds, and then you see a last second 3 go before the shot clock violation goes off?
It just really, it kind of breaks you down a little bit, but you got to move on to the next play. You just play your hardest for that 30-second possession, and you just try to do whatever you possibly can so they can't score. But she was a really good player. She hit some really good shots, so we're going to play people like that, so it was good preparation for later in the season.
Yeah, as advertised, right? She came in with that good reputation. So, Alyssa, how it seemed like when you guys came out for the second half that, like you said, you were forcing turnovers, getting the ball down in the paint, but you weren't getting those high percentage shots. How frustrating was that? To be able to know you're doing everything right and then not getting that lucky bounce at the end.
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating at times because we were doing so many little things right at so many different times, but then we just couldn't finish the ball. Our layups were, like Coach said, they were rattling in and out. Our shots, we'd get great wide open looks, and then they just couldn't fall for us tonight. So definitely a little disappointing and frustrating, but I know that in the future we'll hit those shots when it really matters.
Jess, you guys forced 20 turnovers tonight. I think you guys pressed a lot more than I think I've seen you guys do so far this season. Mm-hmm. Did you feel your press defense was as effective as you wanted it to be?
I thought it was really good, actually. Initially, I know we threw some things at Iona that they weren't expecting, which is good. We were trying out some new things, and it seemed to really work for us. Our whole goal was to take them out of their comfort zone in terms of their transition game and easy ways to get, 24 and 14 touches. So I think our press was executed really, really well in terms of pressuring the ball handler and getting those steals in flight. And we just got to convert off some of those turnovers. But I really did like the way our press looked, and we want to be relentless defensively for 40 minutes, and it's definitely a goal of ours, and it's something we work towards every day.
Adacia, 5 of 12 from the field. It seems like a lot of the offense for you guys this year is keyed in on guards like yourself and like Erica attacking the basket and then kicking out to open shooters. Was there any point, maybe late in the game, where you thought to yourself, I got to put it on me now, if I'm going to drive to the basket, I might as well put up a layup instead of trying to kick out for another three?
We've really been working a lot on reading when we're driving to the basket, so just making kind of like the last second decision whether I'm going to kick it out or go up for the layup. It's just kind of whatever the defense gives you that's like how I take it. I know Erica's the same way. We'd rather pass than take the layup any day because we know our teammates are going to hit the shots when they're open.
Well, Coach, despite the tough loss, seems like there are a lot of positives to take out of this to go into the next game. There
are a lot of positives. I know that coming off a Siena game where we really weren't ourselves, I think the response that the team showed tonight against Iona, who was pretty tough, was a really good response. And we made a decision kind of over the last 3 days to execute our offense and to really be efficient and try and be unselfish. And so every day is an opportunity for us to get better. Every day is an opportunity for us to move forward. And so the carryover into Arizona will be big for us. And then the carryover the day after that will be big for us out in Arizona and to whoever we play. And, you know, we just have to keep getting better. Every single game is an opportunity for us to get better and to get more comfortable because we're excited about conference. We're kind of chomping at the bit, and putting some wins on those board will be great for us. On that board will be great for us, but we just got to keep our sights set high, and we'll be all right.
While you may want to say you can only look towards the next game, you've played 3 straight games against MAC opponents, a conference that somewhat can be equitable to the NECs. Does it feel like this can be a good barometer going into, at least looking ahead towards games in January, what to expect from this team?
I think so. It's interesting. Teams play us so differently, night and day. Some teams have crazy defensive game plans for us. Other teams are really banking on breaking our press and beating us in transition. So I think I think Tars would be the best one to answer that because she's actually played a couple seasons in the NEC, and I really haven't had the experience to coach a season here yet. But I think it would be comparable, definitely, and it's certainly going to help us prepare. So I think it's good either way.
We're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.